Hey there, bar is open, so let's review Bombay Sapphire London Dry Gin. Hi, SG Alcohol Guy here, giving you honest reviews on the alcohols that I am tasting. And as mentioned, today we'll be looking at a Bombay Sapphire Distilled London Dry Gin. And I do know that this is quite a popular gin around the world, probably because of its affordability. Here in Singapore, you can actually get this at 55 Singapore dollars per bottle. For that, you get a 750 milliliters bottle with 40% alcohol content. And in fact, if I were to read out the full name of this gin, this is actually the Bombay Sapphire Distilled London Dry Gin, vapor infused, hand selected. What? Oh, hand selected exotic botanicals. There's no R there. And how I drink gin is usually in three ways. Number one, I'll be having it neat. Number two, I will shake it with some ice cubes. And number three, I'll be having it on the rocks. Now on the rocks, you can have it with an ice ball if you prefer to use crushed ice, if you want to use ice cubes. It doesn't matter which way you prefer, it won't affect the taste too much. It's just going to be chilled on ice. And it's a brand new bottle, as you can see the seal is still on. Well. And I'm really excited to try this gin because, no wait, that's a NSFW story, not suitable for wife, so I'll share that if we ever meet up in person. And as you can hear, my voice is still not fully recovered yet. I did have a bout of COVID. It's been a few weeks, but the voice is still taking its time to come back, so bear with me. Now I'm using a pourer, as you can see, and I'm using a cocktail glass for the neat. Let me show you why. But first of all, we'll just pour out a single shot of gin. Oh man, it's not blue. I forgot how the gin looked like, but I was really hoping it's blue in color. But anyway, nurse it carefully into the cocktail glass. And before I do a taste test, I do like to give it a swirl around the glass, just to make sure it coats the sides. Why I do this is simply because I want to see how long it takes to settle from the side of the glass back down to the liquid. And as you can see, in this case, it's only now starting to flow down. The legs are only now starting to come down. So that took about 20 seconds. And even then, as it's coming down, it flows down really, really slowly. It's a very small glass, and even then it took about 10 seconds just to reach here, 15 seconds for this one. So you can expect almost 40 seconds of flavor. In fact, the reason why it took so long to start coming down is sort of an indicator of how long it lingers in your mouth. And then the legs, the longer it takes to come down, is the aftertaste of that. So judging from the legs alone, I just feel that this could be a gin with a nice long finish. But we won't find out until the taste test. And for that, when I drink anything neat, I make it a point to first exhale, take a sip, and then inhale and exhale through your nose. This allows the flavor to travel from your mouth to your nose, giving you the full experience. So, taste test 1. Bombay Sapphire is a very typical gin, but I mean that in a good way. It's the kind of gin that I'm expecting to taste, where it has bursts of various flavors very well blended together. And then it displays that, that overarching juniper, that taste of the metallic tanginess, the juniper taste. So this is quite a comfortable gin to drink neat. There's light a very light sweetness on my tongue. There's even a light sourish taste on my tongue at the same time. And the juniper at the back, that's usually at the back of my tongue. It's also there, but it's just not overpowering the rest of the flavors. So it's a very mild tasting gin that comes across as very perfectly balanced. I like this neat. This is amazing. The alcohol burn, barely any alcohol burn. It lets the taste slowly sit down. It doesn't burn me all the way down. It's not burning me in my stomach. Overall, this is a well-made gin. I can't say better things than that. And I'm guessing the reason why it has so much flavor is they actually listed down the botanicals that are added into this gin. And that's 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. So there's 10 different botanicals just to craft this gin. And I have to use the word craft because it's a very delicate and yet, flavorful taste. Love it. But for the second test, we're going to try shaken with some ice. So I'll prepare my shaker and a fresh glass because I'm professional. Likewise, I'm going to pour a single shot just to protect my throat. But it won't go into the glass, it goes into the shaker. And for shaking it, just 10 shakes because you don't want, you just need the gin to open up a little bit and be stirred shaken and stirred among the ice. So with that, gin is served. I'm just going to drink it the same way, meaning exhale, take a sip, and then inhale and exhale. Taste test 2. Drinking it shaken increased the alcohol burn. I can feel the alcohol slowly burning me all the way down, and that's very interesting. But the flavors still linger in my mouth. In fact, now there's some tanginess that's at the sides of my tongue. The juniper taste is still there. It's a bit reduced now. It became more, I won't say spicy, but it's more bitey on my tongue. So it bites my tongue a little bit more, but the flavors are slightly reduced somewhat. So having it shaken, it's like having a completely different gin altogether. But given a choice of neat and shaken with ice, I will still choose it neat. And now, taste test 3. So again, with my ice ready, single shot. As usual, because, my throat just isn't up to it. And gently sit into the glass. Let's go straight to taste test 3. Having it chilled is very similar to having it shaken with ice. In fact, there's even more alcohol burn now compared to shaking with ice. So there's more alcohol burn. You actually feel and you know that you're drinking a strong alcohol. And that's very interesting because I didn't get that feel drinking it neat. Flavor-wise, again, very similar to shaking it with ice. And the juniper taste here, it's a little bit stronger. Lingers very long on top of my throat. It's just staying there, giving me that metallic dryness at the back. Flavor-wise, I can't taste much botanicals. It's a nice floaty gin, and maybe there's a bit of hint of herbs somewhere, but it's a very nice floaty gin overall. But it's not memorable. It's a very forgettable flavor where you need to keep drinking just to make sure you remind yourself of the taste. So personally, given a choice of neat, shaken with ice, or having it on the rocks, I recommend the Bombay Sapphire Neat. Hey there, thanks for braving through up to this point with this incredibly sexy voice. I just want to state that all these reviews are based on my personal opinions and taste preferences. They're not to be used as an industry standard. I do, however, want to find out what you think about the Bombay Sapphire distilled London dry gin, vapor-infused, hand-selected exotic botanicals. Again, there's no R there. Exotic. Drop me some comments, let's compare some notes. And if you're still here, do help me click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, because I do try to upload 2 new videos every week. Plus, if you know anyone who's interested in such reviews, do help me send the link to the video to them as well. Most importantly, my friend, happy drinking.